And some people are living life not vetting your sources. Some people think because it's viral, it's true. I believe many of us want to seize the season. But in order to seize the season, you got to upgrade some areas. I'm done, Tario. Here it is. Number one, this year you got to upgrade your information. Pastor, what do you mean? In Mark 5 and Mark 10, both people had to rely on information regarding the whereabouts of Jesus. Bartimaeus was blind. He couldn't even see if it was really him. So he's relying totally on information. The Bible says, Mark 5, that the woman with the issue of blood heard about Jesus. So she's relying on information. They were able to seize their season, Christian, because they got information from credible sources. And some people are living life not vetting your sources. Some people think because it's viral, it's true. Some people think because it's logical, it's true. And many people are operating with unreliable sources, and therefore they're experimenting with their life. I need somebody to make this conviction in your heart. My season of experimentation is over. See, there's a cultural colloquialism that says experience is the best teacher. It probably should be reframed. That is, sometimes experience is the most effective one. It's not God's preferred one. His preferred method of learning is instruction. He said, I want you to believe me enough on the front end to obey. I don't want to have to teach you fire is hot all the time by you burning your hand. I need you to trust me it's hot so that you never stick your hand in it. I'm not saying that there isn't a place for experience, but some experiential learning is unnecessary. You don't have to learn everything the hard way. Because learning through experience, there's tuition attached to all education. So to learn through information, you got to pay the tuition of humility. But when you learn through experience, you pay the tuition of time. And that's a non-renewable asset. You don't get that back. Sometimes it took you 5 years to learn a lesson that you can't get back. That tuition is too expensive. This year, we must be willing to revisit the reliability of our sources of information. If it doesn't line up with what God say, I don't want it. Here it is. Remember, I trust the Bible. I don't trust people's interpretation of the Bible. But how long you gambling relationally? How long you gambling financially? How long you gambling emotionally? What information is fueling your decisions? We got to upgrade our information. Number two, we got to upgrade our execution. None of these miracles happen in Mark 5 or 10 if they don't execute on the information. James says, don't merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says. The Red Sea was parted because of execution. Jericho walls fell because of execution. Naaman was healed of leprosy because of execution. The miracle in the wedding of Cana of Galilee was happened because of execution. And so many people don't have an execution issue. You have an execution issue when it comes to godly instruction. And if you're going to seize a season, you got to be willing to execute on a word. To move on what God says. To not attach conditions to your obedience. Naaman almost missed a miracle because he felt like he had to understand it to do it. Dip in Jordan. Why that one? Man, just dip. You tired of itching? Dip. Why not other rivers? Okay. I'm not going to bother this. But see, God uses some methods with some people Because he's trying to fix not the thing you want to be fixed, but to fix the other thing that needs to be fixed. So it's like, Naaman, I could have did this in another river. You just know you got leprosy. You don't know you got arrogance, and you shouldn't have it because you're a leper. But because you're a captain in the army, your leprosy is covered by armor, so people don't see your leprosy, so you act like you don't have it. So you're arrogant not because you don't know you're a leper. You're arrogant because other people don't know what's under your armor. All right, we out of time. Here it is. So he says, I'm going to do this way because I'm trying to fix some other stuff that's going to destroy you worse than leprosy will. Lord, use the things I can see to fix the things I can't. Number 3, y'all ready for this one? Number 3, we've got to upgrade our insulation. So I've been doing some studying recently, and I don't know if y'all heard of this term. I just learned about it this year, called emotional contagion. Have you heard of that? Right. Well, anyway, emotional contagion, it refers to the reality that emotions can spread in a way that are similar to infectious diseases. Right? That I can be emotionally positive, optimistic, right, zealous, and then I'm overexposed to people that are negative and cynical and full of doubt. And then unconsciously, my emotional disposition changes. It was an emotional contagion. I picked up some of the emotions of those that were exposed to me. 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. So sometimes, listen to me, sometimes you can't do separation. Because sometimes you're living with a negative. Let me go over here. Y'all, was that too real? Are y'all all right? Separate. What if it's your mama? What if it's your spouse? So when there can't be separation, you've got to learn insulation. How can I insulate myself from that which I can't separate myself from because I'm a steward of the condition of my soul? Beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. I need to select how much exposure I subject myself to when it comes to that which isn't healthy for my soul. It doesn't mean we can't have conversations. It just means they might not be long. And if you're not ready for that, you're not ready for a new season. If you're not ready, if you're not ready to engage in uncomfortable activity like that, it means your current season is not uncomfortable enough for you. And you're not being selfish, you're being a steward. Because I got to go. Your assignment requires a healthy soul. I can't do this without a healthy soul. I got to believe God. I got to believe all things are possible. I got to believe we can do it. I got to believe that I'm faithful and I teach this Bible and I love people right and I serve people well, that we'll see a difference. Your assignment requires. I got to go. And last but not least, y'all ready for this? You got to upgrade your determination. Here's what I'm telling you right now. When Ash Wednesday come and we come into Lent, here's what some of us need to give up. Let your pastor tell you what you need to quit. You need to quit quitting. One of people's greatest challenges is assuming that because it's God, it's going to be easy. 1 Corinthians 16:9 says, because a great door for effective work has opened to me, there are many who oppose me. Adversity is in front of most doors. Great door signifies great opportunities. And there are three types of doors. There are doors that require keys, doors that require codes, and doors that require closeness. Some doors you just get close enough and they open. Some doors you need a code and they open. And some doors you need keys. No matter what kind of door it is, the enemy will send adversity to try to keep you through the. Are you determined?